Cajun Classic Cars TV, it's Flying Brian, and we are in Livingston, Louisiana. Today we are talking with Jonathon. Tell us what we're going to talk about.
I'll talk about my 1968 Camero.
Man, this thing is really cool, so stay tuned. Programming on Cajun Classic Cars TV is brought to you in part by Vicari Auction. Buy or sell a dream car at VicariAuction.com, and the good folks in Baton Rouge at Goodwood Hardware. Check them out at GoodwoodHardware.com. We caught up with Jonathon to chat about this awesome Camero in Livingston, the parish seat of Livingston Parish, Louisiana. Livingston was established in 1918 and was started by the Lions Cypress Lumber Company. When Livingston was first established, there was a house on every lot, a boardwalk in front of every home, and water wells drilled on each corner, so every home would have access to running water. Today, the Catholic Church and less than a dozen homes built by the lumber company are all that's left of that era. And if you're into scientific mumbo-jumbo, on February 11th, 2016, it was officially announced that Livingston was the location of the first direct observation of gravitational waves. Way too scientific for me, so let's get to something I really understand: cars. And this awesome Camero.
Sure, you expected your Camaro, the hugger, to be sporty and agile, but you never thought Camaro would feel and act like a much bigger car. Independent coil spring front suspension, Camaro's wide stance, wider tread, a redesigned suspension give it a big car road-hugging ride. The hugger's a comfortable surprise. Have all the surprising Chevrolets at your Chevrolet dealers.
So, Jonathon, before we get to your cool Camero, tell us what got you started in your love of old cars, man.
So back in the mid to late 90s, my grandfather had an old Studebaker, old 32 Studebaker Dictator 8, and it had rusted down to nothing, and my dad took it, and him and I both basically got together and we rebuilt it from the ground up, gave it to him for his birthday one year, and then about mid-2000s, my dad found a 59 Apache. It was his first vehicle, and he wanted to build it from the ground up, so we did that, and I helped him out with it along the way, and that kind of jump-started my love into getting the cars.
So how deep do you get into it when you do cars? I mean, you're getting down dirty, the mechanical stuff, the electrical stuff. What do you like best?
No. I'm not down in all that. I just more the planning and then trying to help my dad schedule things and get stuff together for him.
And spending the money for it.
Yeah, pretty much spending the money.
So, Jonathon, tell me the backstory of this cool Camero, man.
Well, my dad and I were looking for something to get into, and I was perusing around on Facebook Marketplace. I found this car in Mississippi up near Jackson, and called the guy about it, asked him a couple questions, and that weekend we was there to pick it up.
You know, it's you and I have been trying to connect for about 6 months now to film this car, and either I've had a car in the shop or you've had this car in the shop. It's one thing after another.
That's right. Yeah, it's my wife says it best. It's a money pit.
They all are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Unless they really like the car, then it's not so much of a money pit. Yeah. So, speaking of that, what you have some transmission problems or something recently with it?
Yeah. So originally, I didn't do my research, and I bought a particular transmission that had been bought out over the years, and it was mainly Chinese internals. So basically, it went out on me in 2,000 miles. So I had it rebuilt by a guy here locally, and he did a great job, and she's back up and running without any problems. So when I originally found it on Facebook, I went up to the guy's place and bought it. He had all the original paperwork. It was originally bought in '68 by a lady up in Jackson, Mississippi. The dealership's still there. It's a Dodge dealership now. I plan on going up there taking pictures. But the car was originally a straight six car, base model, and a year later she sold it to her sister for $10. And and after that, you kind of lose what took place with it. But this guy had it in a barn for like 20 years, and he found a Nova that it was already done, and his wife gave him an ultimatum. So basically, get this out of here. So I went and picked it up for him. And then I brought it back to Central Louisiana, and a good friend of mine, Maximo Lee, he did all the body work on the car. He straightened everything out. He cut everything out. We took it down to bones, sandblasted inside and out, epoxy primed everything. He did an amazing job. He took it from a shell to this finished product right here. And I told him when I bought it, I said, look, you know, I want a show car, but I want to be able to enjoy it also. I don't want to just look at it in my garage or have a trailer princess. And I absolutely enjoy it. But it took us 2 years to build it. Bought it June of 22, and put it on the road August of 24 for the first time. And she's been amazing to drive. I love this car, and I hope to give it to one of my grandkids one day, or my son gives it to one of his grandkids one day. I'd like it to stay in the family for a long time.
Is there any particular thing that was more troubling? I mean, you know, like maybe body or motor, just something that, you know, was just kind of just bothering the crap out of y'all?
I would say bother. I was stuck between going old school with a 383 or going new school with an LS. And I'd found a 383, and the deal kind of went bad. And at about the same time, an LS 362 showed up, and I couldn't pass it up. And so we went forward with that. So, other than my transmission, that's the only issues we've had, or any kind of bugs we've had with the car. Originally, I was trying to go for Brandywine, and it wasn't in the budget as far as the product. So I found the closest color I could to it, and we went with that.
I like how the scoop kind of overlaps the vents there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. The hood. So the guy that had the car, it was basically in a million pieces. He had this hood. It's a GM hood. And we had to do a little bit of work to it to get it back straight. But like I said, Maximo Lee, that guy did an amazing job on his car, and there's not a single blemish in this thing. He knows what he's doing.
The wheels, did you have anything particular in mind, and what did you end up doing?
Yeah, so originally I bought some Krager SS's off marketplace as well, but come to find out, they were pretty wore out. The lug holes were pretty wore out, so when I get up to highway speeds, the car would vibrate real bad. And I went through all kind of stuff trying to figure it out before we finally figured out it was the wheels itself. So I got rid of those. And I bought these Legend Series here, and they've been smooth ever since. Yeah, I plan on going back to Krager's. That's what I love for this car, and but just got to wait till we get it back in the budget again to get them back on there.
So how much re-chroming did you have to do on the bumpers and stuff?
None. I actually found some just classic industries. I found some repops, and they've actually fit perfectly. A lot of times things don't fit well whatsoever aftermarket, but those are not the. I got the original bumpers in my shop actually hanging on the wall.
So is this your dream car and your love because you did all the work on it? Is there another one that if you found it you'd go and get?
No, this is my dream car. I always wanted a 68 Camaro, or a first gen Camaro, and this one, thank God, fell into my lap 2 years ago. And like I said, I'll never get rid of it. If I ever find another one that I can rebuild one day with my son, that'll be another day, but I'll never get rid of this car. You want to take a look at the motor?
Yes! 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 Yes!
The engine was actually being built by a guy here locally for his race car. It's a 6.2 LS3 out of a 2010 Vet, and he had it set up for a 200 shot of nitrous, but she's got plenty for me. I don't need all that on this car. And then basically we rebuilt it from there. Actually rebuilt it. We took it from there, and like I said, Max, when he built this car, he did everything: drivetrain, electrical. He put the engine in the car. He put everything, all the components together. And one thing I did want him to do was I wanted to hide a lot of my wires. I wanted to hide my lines. So we ran everything in this fender here as far as my AC lines. A lot of the electrical runs through here. I wanted it to be nice, clean engine bay. I didn't want hardly anything showing. All you want to see is engine. Hey, you want to take a look inside?
Let's go.
Well, hot summers in Louisiana, and my wife won't ride in this car without AC. Put the 5th gen vintage air in it. It blows cold as ice. Changed out the radio, went with retro radio. The original one was pretty busted up, and Dakota digital gauges, went with those. Kept the original gauge pod in my shop. The seats, these are the original seats. We just had them reupholstered and restuffed.
And that's houndstooth, right?
Yeah, this is houndstooth.
It looks great. It's an awesome that's an awesome pattern for this car.
Yeah, it was one of the original patterns for the deluxe body. I mean, the deluxe interior. This one had the standard interior in it, and but I went ahead and upgraded the seats a little bit.
I've always liked these shifters because it just kind of makes you feel like you've got a master control going on.
Yeah, I wanted to go with a horseshoe shifter. Originally, this car was up here on the tree, but I went ahead and changed it out. Went with the console with the horseshoe shifter, and it's been a pleasure. Hey, do you want to hear it run?
Wouldn't turn that down.
All right, got you. You want open headers or you want quiet mode?
The loudest we can get.
All right.
This thing is definitely a 9.5, 10, folks. If you ever see Jonathon at a car show in the region, you got to check it out. It's pictures don't do it justice. You got a great car.
Thank you. I really appreciate you coming out for us.
Our programming on Cajun Classic Cars TV is brought to you by Vicari Auction. Check them out at VicariAuction.com and Goodwood Hardware and Outdoors. See Trent and the gang there at GoodwoodHardware.com. Thanks for watching.